diferentes proyectos para ayudarnos, van a poder canalizar esa información y darnos la habilidad de poder ser parte de esa conversación con ustedes. Sabemos que el departamento siempre está dispuesto a escuchar de nosotros, pero oficialmente, pues, yo pienso que este es uno de muchos en el 2023, que podamos tener conversaciones con ustedes. Hay muchas manos y yo pienso que lo que voy a hacer es pedirles a todos que escriban en el chat y poderles mandar a ustedes el resto de todos los comentarios. Pero Nancy, yo sí, y a todo el equipo del DDS, me gustaría darles unos minutos por si hay algo que quieran decirnos antes de cerrar, porque nosotros nos quedamos aquí en el cafecito, pero yo sé que ustedes se tienen que retirar. ¿Hay algo que ustedes quieran decirnos antes?
Yes, Elizabeth, thank you. And thank you everybody for sharing not only the experiences, but recommendations. I took notes. I know my team took notes, some really good recommendations that I do think we can absolutely follow up on some of these. The self-determination came up several times, and I did see more in the chat about FMS or the delays in payments. We are having a problem with FMSs. They're not the problem. I will say that while we did have a couple of challenging FMS providers, our system, our technical system, our IT system, and have had problems with how we've been able to kind of produce kind of authorizations. And I don't want to get too technical, but our IT department has been working on the solutions for the last several months. We have solutions that are going to be presented to a small work group on self-determination. We're meeting with FMS providers to present these ideas to them. I believe it's next week. So because without the FMS, and I'm not discounting the important work that independent facilitators do as well, but without the FMS and our systems being able to work, it is going to continue to be a problem for all of you who want to participate and are participating in self-determination. So what we could do is, once we have many of these things kind of identified and implementing in the next couple of months, I'd offer to you, Elizabeth and Fernando, that we can have a team come and explain those changes, and then do an update for self-determination in general, if that's something that would be helpful. My takeaway, a lot of things I'm taking away today, is also opportunities on different training, the things that we can do. This is a year that I really want to look at in how DDS can be a deliverer of information, that we can do that to where it's available statewide. And those are the things that I want to make sure that we're prioritizing and able to do. So look forward to working with the ICC and other family groups as to what would be helpful. Because while we may have the idea to present, if it's not helpful information that you all would find helpful, it's not going to be beneficial. So we need to hear from you as we look to share that information. In the chat, you also received our email address. We'll put it back in there. If you have any questions or concerns, you can certainly reach out directly. Obviously, continue to work with ICC. But then also we put the chat, and I think Vinci can do it again, is the contact information for our ombuds office, our ombudsperson office, and that's for both self-determination and Lanterman services. And several of you were going to be reaching out directly to get some additional information I really do look forward. I'd like to hear also, are there some of the things that we've established, soon to be released is the coordinated family support services. We can do some additional training on that. Sorry, my dog is getting a little restless. He thinks he needs to go outside.
Oh.
So, but I'm telling him be patient.
Oh.
And so I look forward to having more of that. I know you had a training on the new appeals process. If we're going to be doing more training on that. There's a lot of information that we want to be able to share with you all.
Nancy, yes, please continue to provide us that, more, more facilitating some of those trainings. I know that the family coordinated services or supports was not, we heard a little bit, but there were a lot of questions and we didn't capture a lot of that. And also the home and community based rules. I know that is a big one too. It's complicated and a lot of, it goes into different, we went into a lot of questions and it was, so we would like to have a lot more of that communicated to the community. And as you can see, I mean, everybody in the community here, some are, writing about some other specifics in the chat. So I know that, that's also should be communicated. So I think that this is the great thing. And I think that this is why it'll be a really important, dialogue to continue. But we are really hoping that we can have a lot more of that support that you've been providing, which is sending trainings for the community.
We'd be happy to do it and look forward to it. And thank you. And Elizabeth, Fernando, please, capture,
Yes.
the items here. I really want to make sure we don't miss any of those. And I look forward to, like I said, having more conversations, employment. There's some things occurring in employment. I think that would be a really valuable conversation as well. We'll have to get a list for you and you let us know what would be helpful.
Absolutely. Le doy gracias a todo el equipo de DDS que estuvieron con nosotros esta noche. Yo sé que no tuvieron chance de interactuar con nosotros, pero bienvenidos, como siempre, a los cafecitos y aún a los que podamos continuar después de esta noche. Pero muchas gracias por estar con nosotros. Gracias.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. You have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Gracias.
And
Nancy.
Sir Winston,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir Winston's been very patient. Brian, Vincent, and Myra, the whole team, thank you guys for being here.
And